My name's Charlie and welcome to my channel, and today is the start of week 3 of my reading vlogs. If you haven't seen my other 2 reading vlogs, I'm going to link them in the description below. Just if you want to see what I've been getting up to in October, I'm going to be picking one of these up every single Sunday. Well, that's what I'm aiming for in October. Yeah, it's like Vlogtober, that's what I kind of think of it as. Anyway, so yeah, so this is the start of this week. So it probably won't be quite as exciting as last week because obviously that was my birthday week. So we will see what I get up to. So yeah. Although the booker is being announced this week, so that's quite exciting. The booker winner is being announced this week, and I'm going to be obviously, as you would have seen by the time this has come up, me and Charlie are going to be doing a reaction video, which I'm excited for. So yeah, it's just going to be crazy to see who finally wins. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. So we made some homemade chilli squid, and that's what it looks like. We tried a little bit and it's very, very spicy, but it's delicious. So yum yum. So hiya, so I'm just about to go to town with Emily, my sister. I'll link her channel below. We're going to go book shopping, we're going to do some other shopping, so yeah.
And coffee shop.
And the coffee shop, which is the most important thing, clearly. Actually, probably to Emily's eyes, the bookshop is the most important thing, but you know, we'll see.
50-50.
Are we going to look at Waterstones? Should we look at Waterstones? Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. See you in a bit. Got our cup of teas and our coffees with a latte.
Latte.
Latte then. So we've just finished shopping, and Emily's got a lot of books. How many books did you buy?
1, 2. You bought me that. 3.
Still
4 books.
4 books plus the one I've got you.
Yes, it's 5. That's really good for me.
Show the one that I got you.
Yeah. She got me one that I actually wanted to buy myself, but she was really sweet to get it.
And I'm going to steal it at Christmas, because isn't that what Christmas is about?
So that's
stealing from your family.
For both of us to read, but I'll read it first and then you can read it after that.
And then I give you an exclusive. I picked up The Golden Mole. This is one that I was looking for last week when I was out with my husband at Waterstones. Sorry, blocking me. Yeah, and it's one I was looking for last week. I saw it on EricKarlAnderson's channel because he loved it so much, and it's a non-fiction with, like, obviously we're talking about some of the animals and stuff, so yeah, it's good. Oh sorry, talk to you again. So I've had a good morning so far, a good day so far. Obviously you saw that I was out with Emily, and then after that I met up with my friend Shirley, which was really nice, and we had lunch together, so that was really nice, and had a little catch up. Just this morning I watched a video that's by Kim from NativeLadyBookWarrior. She's amazing. If you don't follow her, I'll put her links and her channel links in the description below. So she's just announced the Skoden readathon that she's going to be hosting in November, which is basically to read a readathon to read books by Indigenous authors throughout November, which I'm super excited for. I'm excited to join in the readathon. The prompts are really fun, and I'm already like thinking about which books I'm going to use for which prompts, and like I always like try and I do try and read throughout the whole year, like I said, with different Indigenous books. So yeah, and yeah, so it's going to be fun to try and like work out which books for which prompts. I'll put the links to Kim's announcement video in the description, like I said. I've just found out this morning that the announcement for the booker is not till 10 o'clock, so I don't know whether me and Charlie are going to be able to actually do our live reaction together, so I'll have to wait and see what he says about that. But yeah, because that's later. But yeah, so I hope you guys are having a good day. Obviously by this point you would have had lots of good days. Should I be reading? Yes. What have I been doing? I've just been looking up books for the Skoden readathon instead. Just been looking on my Kindle, looking on my phone, just working out what books I want to read, planning for the next readathon already. Probably shouldn't do that, especially because some of these I'm going to have to buy, even though a lot of them like were on my wish lists anyway. Actually 90% of them were on my wish lists, 95%. Does that matter? I don't think it does. I might just pick up some Dickens and listen to my audiobook. I've got to try and get as much as I can read of that. I want to try and finish it this week, and then if I can, because in one of the prompts for the readathon is to have 7 days obviously just reading Indigenous lit, which is quite easy to do, but the thing is that I was going to mostly plan on reading the Pickwick Papers in November, so I'm going to have to sort of try and get a chunk of that read, because that's a 30-hour audiobook, and then maybe plan the 7 days towards the latter half of November. And I've got I'm doing a buddy read with Ben. I'll link Ben's channel down below. Yeah, so I really just need to focus because the children are due back soon. So yeah, we'll see. See how productive I can be in the next hour or half an hour before they get home. So I've decided to make some autumnal cookies because me and my friend Shirley were talking about, like, we saw some pumpkin kind of cookies, pumpkin seeded cookies in Starbucks, and they looked delicious, but we didn't end up buying them. So we're like, you know, we can just make it ourselves. So I think we're gonna have like, well, she's gonna cook some and I'm gonna cook some. And we haven't got a recipe to follow, but obviously I know like a basic cookie recipe. So what I put in, what I'm trying to try is 175 grams of self-raising flour, 120 grams of soft brown sugar. I've done 50 grams of cranberries, 50 grams of chopped dates, and 40 grams of pumpkin seeds, because they go quite far. You don't really need as many of them. I don't know whether the proportions are going to be right. Like I said, once I'll try it, I'll see. I've got like a half a teaspoon of mixed spice, a half a teaspoon of ground ginger, and sort of a quarter of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, just over a quarter. So, and then obviously 125 grams of butter, and then I'm going to put an egg in. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know what it looks like and what it tastes like. That's what it looks like all mixed in. I kind of just licked my finger, like, because it got a little bit of cookie dough on it, and it tastes nice. So this is a good sign. Let's see what they look like when I put them on the tray and when they come out. So that's what they look like before they go in the oven. Let's see, cross your fingers. Let's face it, they're not the prettiest of cookies. I didn't weigh them out, so they're not like perfect, but we'll see what they taste like. That's what the insides look like. I'm going to give it a little taste now, because I think they've cooled down enough now. I'm gonna try it. It doesn't taste bad. I think that tastes nice. I would say this is a success. I feel like maybe I need a bit more spice. I didn't add allspice, it was mixed spice, so possibly maybe allspice or some nutmeg or something. But these are good cookies. I'm happy with that. I've just watched the Booker winner announcement with Charlie. I'll put the link in the description for the reaction video that we did that Charlie would have edited by now. And I can't believe it. My favourite from the shortlist won. I'm like so happy. I could have cried, like seriously, when I actually watched it. I was that happy. And yeah, I'm just so, it's such a great book. The Seven Means of Malia Mida, such a phenomenal book. So happy for it, so happy for the author. The author, his speech was just so heartfelt and wonderful, and I just thought he was you could tell how much of a great guy he was. And yeah, I was just so pleased, and I can't believe that Booker season's over for another year, so yeah, great. So I finished Selected Letters by Charlotte Brontë this morning. Yeah, it's really, really good read. So happy I've read it. It's obviously, I didn't realise about the Charlotte Brontë had a falling out with Harriet Martineau, because there's a point where obviously she's writing Harriet letters and they're getting on really well, and she goes to visit her and stuff, and after that she's clearly cross with her, and I didn't quite work out why, but then obviously I did some research, and I found out that apparently Harriet Martineau had given some feedback about Villette, and it was to do with saying about how Charlotte wrote love in books, and how it was very different to how obviously Harriet deemed it acceptable to write about love, and how she wanted women to be independent and not reliant on the menfolk. So it obviously caused a great deal of upset with Charlotte, and that's how they fell out. So yeah, I just didn't realise about that, so that was quite interesting. Yeah, I'm really pleased I've read this. Really great book, and highly recommend it. I'm going to try and listen to some more Great Expectations. I might do some colouring before the children get home, and yeah, something like that whilst I'm listening, or maybe do some chores and listen to the audiobook. Yeah, so I'll see how far I get with it. Really want to finish it this week. I'd like to ask you guys a favour, that if any of you've got any recommendations for any horror books, can you put them in the comments below, because I normally get kind of freaked out by anything with like a corpse or blood or gore in it, but I feel like as it's the end of October, now is the time for some good Halloween recommendations, and anything that you guys can recommend I'll try and pick up in the last week of October. I just feel like it will just be the perfect timing, so thank you very much in advance. So I'm going, as it's quiet for 5 minutes until the children come home, I thought I'd start doing this instead of the colouring. I thought I'd do this, which is kind of like, it's just like a colouring kind of book, and it's just really loads of fun. It's it basically gives you your things to do, so like it'll give you warm and cool, and then you've just got to, easy, just do little bits and bobs, and it's just really loads of fun. So the one I've got next is, I'm not going to show you that. I mean, the one I've got, so the one I'm going to try and work on is, it gives you an example, so that's the example smooth, so it's got create a texture. So yeah, I've done bumpy, and then I've just got to do fairy, spiky, rough, gritty, silky and sandy. So we'll see how I get on with this. Do you ever have one of those risottos where you just kind of just chuck every single thing in there? Yep, this is what I'm doing with this one. It's got spinach, mushroom, chorizo, chicken, onion, courgette, pretty much everything. I'm sat in the car, as you can see. We're on my friend's house. We're going to have like a cozy evening in, so that'll be fun. I'm in my PJs, as always. Yeah, I'm just hoping that my friend comes out and I don't have to get out of the car, because I've got my Cookie Monster PJ bottoms on, and that will be interesting. I'm literally opposite the supermarket, so yeah. Hoping that she comes out before I have to worry about that. Thank you for my cake, Kath and Mary. Thank you for the singing happy birthday. They've just sung happy birthday to me. It was very lovely, and I'm very excited to eat it. It looks amazing.
Charlie's our star.
Oh, I love you guys. Thank you. I just wanted to show you a couple of things that my friend got me last night. She, my lovely friend Kath, who you saw, she gave me a bottle of rosé, which just looks gorgeous and so yummy. I love a nice bottle of rosé. I don't really drink a lot of alcohol, but I love a bit of rosé. And also she got me the sweetest little thing, and it's this, which is basically a thing that keeps like it helps you keep your books open, and it's personalised. Can you see it's got my name on it? I'll show you in a sec. I think you hold it like that. I think that's right. And you see, and it keeps your book open. So yeah, thank you so much, Kath. I'm really, really grateful. And we had a lovely evening, as you could probably tell. So, and it came in this nice little pouch, so I can like keep it safe in there. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill for a bit before the children come home, because it's that last little bit again before the children come home. So I will see if I can read more of Great Expectations, which probably won't shock you because I'm still trying to do that. Yeah, I'll see how I get on. Bye bye. Just got some more flowers given to me from my friend, which I'm very grateful for. Just as I was cooking dinner, I got a knock at there was a knock at the door. So and there was an Amazon parcel with my name on it. So I'm just going to open it on camera. Well, not so that you can see the address, but so I'm gonna open it. I'm opening it. Oh, I'm trying to find it. Ah! Oh my god! I literally love this so much, and I know who it's from. It's from Charlie. It says, he just wrote the loveliest note. And it's Sherlock Holmes puzzle. Oh my god, I love it so much. Oh, thank you, Charlie. You're so brilliant. Thank you. You've literally made my day. Oh, how cool. I'm excited to do this.
I'm a master vlogger. Annual Luxurious.
Just a casual Friday morning, dropping my daughter into school, when in front of me is 2 giant T-Rexes waddling along in front of me. I'm guessing they're teachers going into the school. I'm like, what is going on? Was not expecting to see that. So since the last time I spoke to you, I discovered who the dinosaurs were. They were in fact sixth formers fundraising for charity. So yeah, that's what they were. Makes a lot more sense. I've managed to finally finish reading Great Expectations. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Like, I don't really often give like classics 5 stars, but yeah, this was 5 stars for sure. I just literally adored this. I love the characters. Like, Pip was just such a wonderful character. Even though obviously Pip's the main star of it, actually I think, like, obviously Jo as well. Like, Jo I love so much. Magwitch. Oh my gosh, like, this is just, yeah, I just really love this book so much. I'm definitely going to reread it next year when this book pops up in Katie's read along. So yeah, love it. Also, last week the lovely EricKarlAnderson did a video announcing his like showing us his books his new books that he's just brought out, which are 50 books to read if you're an armchair detective and 50 books to read if you're a hopeless romantic. So as soon as I saw Eric talk about them, I knew I wanted to order them because I love a good book list. Number 1, I love a good book list. Number 2, I love romance. Number 3, I love detective fiction. And obviously, fourthly and importantly, I trust Eric's recommendations completely. And his recommendation, he never steers you wrong in whatever books he recommends. So yeah, I just knew that I wanted to sort of treat myself to it. I feel like they're going to be. I've already flicked through them, and I've seen that I've read 15 from the romantic books, and I've read 4 from the Armchair detectives, which isn't really a surprise to me because I kind of knew that would probably be the case because I've read a lot more romance than I necessarily would do detective fiction. But having flicked through them, Eric has got such a great mixture. In this one, out of the books that I have read, my modern favourite is A Long Petal of the Sea, and then my more classical favourite is Pride and Prejudice. So, like, there's quite a good mixture of different types of romantic books. So I really think there'll be something for everyone. There's obviously translated fiction in there as well, and it's just such a great mixture of, yeah, So yeah, very excited to like work my way through that one especially. And then this one, obviously this is what I am excited to as well, because this will be a bit more of a challenge. But yeah, one of these I've read in Victober, spoilers. One of them is a Sherlock. The modern book that I want to get to the most in here is The Family Chow, which is this is one that I've been had my eye on for a while anyway. So yeah, again, great mixture in here. So yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Eric's videos on these, go ahead. I'll put the video link in the description, as well as all of Eric's obviously channel information, etc. So yeah, I think they'll make perfect stocking fillers for anyone that's like really starting to think about Christmas. Anyway, so that's me. I'm going to wrap this week's vlog up here, I think. So yeah, I hope you guys have had a good week, and I hope that you're all well. Yeah, sending you guys lots of love. Take care.